In this video from IT Free Training, I will look at how forwarding and conditional forwarding work in DNS. Forwarding allows you to forward DNS requests from one DNS server to another to be resolved. Conditional forwarding allows you to place conditions on which DNS requests get sent to which DNS servers. This video will look at how you can use both in your organization to meet your needs. DNS forwarding is the process of forwarding DNS requests from one DNS server to another. To understand better, consider a common example of when DNS forwarding is used. A company will often forward DNS requests from their internal DNS server to their ISP's DNS server. This is more efficient than resolving the DNS requests themselves, as the ISP may have already resolved that DNS request and have the result stored in the ISP's DNS server cache. The next common form of DNS forwarding is when the company has an internal DNS server that they do not want to have directly connected to the Internet. The internal DNS will contain the DNS records for the local network, like records for the company's servers and clients, and also records for servers like Active Directory. The DNS server will still be able to resolve DNS names on the Internet, even though it does not have direct access, by forwarding DNS requests to a DNS server in the perimeter or DMZ network. This DNS server will generally forward the DNS requests again to the ISP's DNS server. This means that only the DNS server on the DMZ has direct access to the Internet. If the DNS server on the DMZ were to become compromised, the attacker would not have access to the DNS records used on the internal network. The only DNS records they have access to would be cached DNS records stored on the server. The next type of forwarding you may use is conditional forwarding. To understand where conditional forwarding would be useful, consider this example. Say that IT Free Training acquires another company called High Cost Training. The companies have separate infrastructure, but, due to the acquisition, need to access resources on each other's network. Both companies forward their DNS requests to their ISP DNS server. The problem with this approach is the ISP DNS will not be able to resolve DNS requests from the other domains, as these domains are internal only. You could have the DNS records resolvable from the Internet. However, this does reduce the security of your network. Also, if your domain name ends in a non-registerable name like local, this will not be resolved using an Internet server. The way around this is to configure conditional forwarding. This is the same as regular forwarding, except that forwarding is only done if a condition is met. In this example, a conditional forwarder will be configured on IT Free Training to forward all requests received by the IT Free Training DNS server for High Cost Training to the High Cost Training DNS server. The same could also be configured on the High Cost Training DNS server. All requests for IT Free Training received by the High Cost Training DNS server would be forwarded to the IT Free Training DNS server. By using conditional forwarding like this, you can see that you can achieve a result that would not normally be possible. Thanks for watching this video on forwarding and conditional forwarding. In the upcoming videos, I will look at how to configure DNS forwarding and conditional forwarding to meet the needs of your organization. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.